Hey everybody, welcome back to the XC Painter channel. I'm out here on an exterior new construction, doing a paint job today. You can see it's got some cedar boards, and it's got these features all the way around the house in spots. I've got to mask them off to keep them clean so I can spray the hardy plank siding. I'm going to be actually priming it and double coating it with the finish coat. So brushing and rolling the siding's out of the question, in my opinion, on this one. So what I'm going to be using for masking is my go-to tape is 2090 1.5" blue tape by 3M. Now this doesn't seem like that big a deal, but when you have about I don't know, 13, 14, 15 of these sections all the way around the house, and different trim boards you have to mask. Including there's some corner boards inside there masked off. Let me show you. So I've done quite a bit on this house already. There's a bunch of them there. There's more around the corner, and I've got some final paint color on the garage all the way around it. This section is going a different color of how this house is getting painted, country redwood. Some people might not think it's a big deal on the method on how to tape this off, but just for example, there's a couple different ways you can do it. Some might be easier, some might be easier but less effective to stop paint bleed. And that's what we do out here on the job, is we adapt to what works best for each situation. If it was paint grade, you'd probably mask it maybe even differently than this. Just to let you guys know, so this is a cedar tone caulking. I want to do a really nice job. This is exterior though, and so things aren't absolutely 100% perfection. I'm not going to have 100% exact, microscopic perfect corner on every single one of these, but I'm going to have them really close to where you won't be able to tell. I could take you around over the garage or have it unmasked already. It looks pretty good. I mean, the caulking's not perfect in all the places, and that's okay. It's just we do our best. The person that caulked these had to keep the cedar clean, and I think they did a sufficient job. So sorry I don't have a microphone. I'm just using the camera's microphone here, but some people might think to rip off pieces, place the pieces up into each corner. You might have to take another little piece with a 90-degree or a corner on it like that to make that look like a 90 perfect corner right there. You might think of taking tape, placing it here, taking your putty knife or your razor blade, and cutting it right there. And that's actually what I'm going to be doing, but not quite exactly like I showed you here. So see, it's a pretty good corner. This one takes a lot more work, especially for every single piece, every single piece of lap siding there. Now when you do this taping, if you want to eliminate any chances of paint running behind the tape, rain, if it's going to rain overnight like it's going to, tomorrow is going to be rainy, this masking has to stay up for several days. So what you want to do is you want to mask it from the bottom up. A lot of painters like to work top down. You might want to climb the ladder and just start taping, but you want to do the same thing that this siding does. It just everything just deflects downwards, so you want to start from the bottom up basically. And one little method with all this taping that's on this house, one method I figured out that helps me go faster is keeping the tape on the roll instead of ripping off a whole bunch of pieces. Of course, that's going to happen here and there. I like to mask from the wrist. I could do that on this. I could do that here actually, if I wanted to do something like this. Now, actually, don't forget to dust, by the way, really well. I'm going to dust the top off when I get up there. I could do it like this. Start my tape. Rip it, push it down, have my next piece of tape. that, push it down. Do that. Kind of works. Now if I really wanted to do that and I focused on kind of adjusting and making that method happen, I could make this method happen, but I'm not going to. That's too much. That's too much. I'm gonna push this down. And that's gonna work, so I'm gonna leave it. But what I'm gonna do to make this process easier for myself, work with long pieces of tape and have a little bit of hands-free type of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is take a long piece of tape. You can go as far up as you want or past it. Make yourself a bunch of excess to work with. So now I don't have to hold the roll of tape, okay? Do that. I can give myself as much overlap as I want just to make it just perfect. I have two hands, so I could make my tape nice and straight with it like that. And the next piece here. You want to push this down really good, right here. I want to push it down really good. But when you're using your putty knife, you don't want to smash the tape. If I had taped up too far onto the house or the caulking this way, you can't just smash the tape down because it's going to destroy that line. It's going to wrinkle the tape or tear it. You have to have the tape in the right spot, exactly the right spot when you go and you press it down. If it's riding up too high and you're trying to smash it down or trying to smash it back with a knife, it's just not going to work. The paint's going to bleed, and when you have all this beautiful cedar, after you pull all the tape, you're going to see that paint bleed. So I will bring the camera in close and show you as well. Alright, please keep in mind that if I was just masking away, not making a video, it gets a lot faster because I'm not trying to worry about showing you guys or stand out of the way so the camera can see. But you know, when I'm up here doing this, you get into the rhythm, you get warmed up, it starts going really fast. Check this out, how much I have to do. So you do have to kind of make it easy and make it work for you. Let me bring you in a little closer. You can see that. Now, if there's not enough slack here, you can always pull this farther down to work with it. But just go something like this. Put your knife right. Actually, you don't. When you push the knife up, you want to pull it back, just like down, just a hair, so that tape will rip right in the right spot. Okay, so if you don't have a lot of overlap here, you're going to save tape. But if you have enough overlap, when you pull the masking from the bottom up, it's going to all stay together in one piece a lot easier. So I want just the right amount of overlap to where it's going to stay stuck, and it works out really well. Let me back you up a little bit here. So going around the top of this window. I actually usually do both the sides before I even tape the top at all. Just stepping up here, I'll grab my dust brush, make sure this is all dusted. The top's dusted, and I mask off the flashing up here as well. tape. Go around the corner, stick that to the top just a little bit. Okay, like I said, I usually do both sides. I tape both sides like that, and then I tape the top so the top tape kind of can go over the corner. Today I'm using masking film by Allpro. I think this is new on the market. It's this is a 6-foot version. It opens up 6 foot wide. It's comparable to one of the other major brands out there. Of course, we all know it's quite expensive. This stuff is a lot more budget friendly. I mean, it's a lot cheaper, and the film is actually a lot thicker, easier to work with so far than the other brand. Check this out. See, Allpro. It's thicker plastic. I'll show you when I install it. I'll go ahead and tape up this other side off camera, and I'll video again for the plastic installation. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, let me get you a close-up on this tape too. So this is what we're looking at. If you want to really help paint bleeds from going behind anything here, I brought some with me today. I hadn't used it yet, but I actually have some solid body cedar tone stain. Now I could use cedar, I should use like cedar tone paint actually, and use a little bit of paint with a brush to seal the tape line. If the cedar paint were to bleed through at all, you wouldn't ever see it. You could use clear coat. You could use cedar tone caulking, although that's not recommended. It's a lot more work to remove it cleanly and not use too much. All that, it just takes so long. It's easier to brush something down all the tape, like we do on interiors, to seal that tape. Wouldn't have to do that on all surfaces. And as a matter of fact, this whole house, I didn't do that whatsoever. There were a couple of paint bleeds. I cleaned it up with some water and a rag. And there's some spots where it might be dried underneath that tape. I might use some denatured alcohol or combination of denatured alcohol to clean it, and then actually might touch it up with some cedar tone, like semi-transparent stain. But everything's been turning out really good so far. So, okay, let's continue on. We'll get this masked up. Okay, we got the left-hand side taped off, the top taped off, and so then I ran some a little more stickier tape. This is the 3M 2020 Plus. Go ahead and start from top around the top corner, one solid piece all the way down. This is going to fortify that blue tape a little bit when you bring it in like that, but leave enough for plastic to stick out here. It's really good to have that orange going around the corner, because after you put your plastic up across here, there's going to be tension that kind of helps hold everything together. If this orange were taped like to the face only, as a matter of fact, I could have pushed down this blue like this before I did that orange. Should have actually. That's all right. But if you stick the tape only to the face right here with your plastic, it's a lot more likely for the plastic to come off like overnight, or if it's raining or windy. Okay, without further ado, let's get this Allpro masking film put on here. And now, out of all honesty, the other days on the job, I was using the Allpro standard painter's plastic, 0.31 mil, 12 foot, and it works great for me. I love that plastic. I have nothing bad to say. It's what I use on like every job pretty much. I am trying out the Allpro because I dislike the other brand. I dislike the 3M film. I just don't like it. It doesn't make my job easier. It's not easier than using that box of plastic. I'm really quick with it. So with all that being said, here we go. We'll try out this Allpro. We're going to use some blonde IPG tape, because that's what I have. If I had a whole lot of orange with me today, I'd just be using orange tape. Line it up a few inches past the top. A few inches past the bottom. Pulling a tiny bit of tension down on that as I go. 2 rolls of tape on me, but I don't need the glue. Oh hey, my phone stopped recording, but there's the plastic on there. I started with the middle, as you saw before the video stopped. That way it keeps the plastic nice and straight. I roll the plastic underneath itself, stick it to the tape, and so I got it fastened, but I'm gonna actually reinforce this with one more piece of tape. This could work, probably will work, but I just attached it quite quickly, and I want 0% chance of blow through, like along the top or the corners. So I go ahead and I reinforce it real fast. It doesn't take long. I pay for all the tape out of my pocket. I don't mind the cost. Go up around the corner just about 1/2 inch, so it really holds. Same with the bottom. Reinforce so nothing gets through onto the cedar. Top. Same thing around the corner, just about 1/2 inch or less, 1/4 inch. Do that. Gonna scan for more tears. Like that. And voila. That'll be ready to spray. I got a whole lot more masking to do. The downspouts come down. I took them down when I primed. I'll take them back down for finish coats. Of course, there's more masking, and we'll get this thing sprayed out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I can put out some more videos. Keep following me. Appreciate your patience and waiting for me to put out videos. Take care, guys.